All right, good morning, guys. It was a little bit crazy today. Just got it trimmed on the sides and the back at the warehouse. Just wanted to do another video here today. Talking about some things that we've been up to. So first and foremost, I know you guys have probably seen my other videos about us doing the vendor fair that we did about a week and a half ago. We're actually going to be doing another one towards the end of the month, October 27th. So I'm going to try to document the process a little bit better for that fair, taking videos and sort of explaining the process of how we organize everything into the bins. When we did the fair a couple weeks ago, we just threw everything into bins, so we just have very unorganized, just throwing things into bins here. We had bins over here that we just dumped product in, and we just brought the 2 tables and a canopy tent. We'll probably do a little bit more work with our display of our mini animals. We also have one of my Don in my community suggested to print out these QR codes, like business card QR codes, which are pretty cool. So I'm going to look into doing that as well. Stay tuned for that if you're interested in ever selling at a street fair or a vendor fair and you don't know the process. So right now the process is basically I reached out to the event organizer. I said, hey, do you have any vendor spots available? He sent me an application. I fill out the application with my business information, what we're selling, and then this event is $150 per table as a vendor. If you're selling food, it's a little bit more, but just a typical vendor is $150 for a typical size booth. The only thing I will say is this street fair probably has 20 times the amount of traffic that I got in our first fair. So we should be able to recoup that $150 pretty easily. We'll see how that goes, but I will keep you guys posted on that. And so next up, I want to talk about a little bit about TikTok ads and how I've been running my TikTok account currently. I've been solely using the GMV beta ads platform. If you're familiar with TikTok, you probably know what that is. I don't create my own ads on the ads manager, which is separate. The GMV ads is just a very streamlined, right? It uses TikTok's algorithm, its AI algorithm to push your ads to all different locations. TikTok shop ads, search ads, video ads. So it uses a combination of everything. And I just use that because, right, I don't want to go and learn the TikTok ads platform. I probably could, but for me, what I do is I just go in, I create a GMV beta for every product that I want to promote. So for instance, if I'm doing my mini packs is one listing, and then I create a GMV beta ads campaign for that one listing, and then all of the creatives that I make go into that ads campaign. What's also cool is that if you get affiliates who promote your product as well, you can also get their video and get their permission to include their video into the GMV ads dashboard into that campaign, right? So it's a combination of both my videos and then a combination of other affiliates' organic videos that have done well that you can also dump into the bucket of the GMV beta. So what I do, I'm not really sure what the best practice is, but I set my ROI target to about between 2.5 and 3.0, right? At least that way I know if my gross margin's between 50 and 60% and I'm spending between 30 and 40% on ads, I'm still gonna be profitable, right? I'm still gonna be making 15 to 20% in net margin after the ad spend. You can be a little bit more aggressive with the ROI. You could do a 3.5 or a 4.0 ROI. The downside to doing that is that TikTok will limit your spend to try to get to a higher ROI, where if you're setting a lower ROI, it's gonna spend your ad budget more aggressively to generate more sales because you have a lower return on investment threshold that you're telling TikTok you wanna get to. I'm still playing around with it. There's a lot to learn. There's tons of videos online about the GMV beta stuff. I'm not gonna go too much into detail. That's just kind of what I do. So I create specific ad campaigns per product that I'm promoting. You can run one GMV ads beta campaign across all of your products on TikTok Shop, and then it'll just bucket all the videos that you create into that one ad campaign. I don't do that because I like to see how each product is doing versus doing everything in a whole. Another thing that I'm doing now, I just started this yesterday. I just read up about this and learned about it. It's a strategy where you basically target influencers. So if you're familiar with TikTok, you scroll on TikTok, I'm sure you see tons of affiliates that are promoting other brands' products, right? And the moment you click into one of those if you view one of those products, you're gonna get slammed, maybe 10, 20 videos later, or with another content creator promoting something similar to that, because right, TikTok now sees that you're maybe a potential buyer of a specific product, and they're gonna just blast you with other videos that are related to that. So how can you benefit off that as a seller on TikTok Shop, right? So what I did was, in your TikTok Shop platform, first you should do two things. One is you auto enlist your listings to an open collaboration, which means that every product, well, you can set it however you want, but like if you create a new product on TikTok Shop, you have a set commission rate, let's say it's 15%. You can offer free samples for that product, and you can automatically generate all that as you create a new product. So that's what an open collaboration is. Affiliates can just come onto the TikTok Shop platform and request free samples. They see that, oh, this product is paying out 15% on ads, 15% commission, and they can just come in and request those free samples. The other way, which I just did the other day, it's called target collaboration, where I basically emailed close to 500 affiliates on the TikTok Shop platform, say, hey, I have this new product coming out. I would love to work with you. I would like to give you a free sample, and in return, they would, post a video about that product. And on those target collaborations, I set my commission rate to 18%. Typically, my commission rate is 15%, but on the target collaborations where I reach out to influencers, I set that to 18%. And you can do whatever you want, right? You can do 10%, 12%, 20%, whatever you want. This is just me testing out the waters, see how it works. And so when you send out invites to certain affiliates, you can filter them. You can filter it by how many followers they have. You can filter it by how many, their engagement percentage. You can filter it by how much GMV, gross merchandise value, they sold in the past 30 days. So you can do thresholds of that. Let's say you don't want to target new affiliates who have 500 followers and have $100 in sales in the past 30 days. You can just filter those guys out. You can just go to like, hey, I want affiliates who have 100, maybe 1,000 followers minimum that have done at least $1,000 in sales, and then it'll compile a list for you. And then you can send out invites to those affiliates, kind of using the verbiage I just said. And then they basically will request a free sample from you, and then you ship out the free sample. And then when they get it, they will help you, right? They're kind of incentivized to help you. And then it's kind of a symbiotic relationship where they're getting the product for free. They're going to make content for you. It's not really for free, but it is for free. But you pay them that commission rate if they ever get a sale for that product. So like I said, I'm sure if you scroll through TikTok Shop, or not TikTok Shop, just regular TikTok, and you see these content creators just talking about products that they bought from this brand, what's so good about it, right? And that's one of the biggest and easiest ways to scale a product launch, is to reach out to, I emailed 500 affiliates yesterday, and I've already gotten 60 replies. The downside is to this that you have to actually have the product to send to the affiliates, so you need to have the product available to send to them. So I'm not going to share with you guys which product I'm talking about, not just yet. We'll see how it goes. I'll probably make an updated video in the future to see if it did well or not. That's my strategy. So I'm doing both the GMV ads on my seller account, and then I'm also reaching out to hundreds of affiliates. I'm probably going to email 500 more today, maybe a higher threshold or a low threshold, different categories, and see which content creators want to help promote the product. So I'll keep you guys posted. We'll see how it goes. All right, in other news, we have a fallen 3D printer. I don't know if you guys remember maybe like 20 videos ago. This was the printer that I had in the basement of my home that I transported in my car to the warehouse, and it like fell over during the car ride in my trunk. I tried to print with it. It didn't work. I submitted a ticket. I forgot what the error message. I think it was saying something that the extruder, something with one of the sensors in the extruder wasn't working properly. And basically they told me to take apart this thing and see if the connectors maybe fell apart. I've been so lazy that I have not done any of this yet. But this obviously is a fault of my own. So we'll try to get this fixed at some point. Also, in other news, I know Bamboo Labs just released a teaser about their new flagship model coming out in Q1 of 2025. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are. I don't think it's going to be a super cheap printer, honestly. They're probably going to make it a little bit bigger than it's probably going to be a bigger version of the X1 Carbon, right? A couple millimeters longer in the X, Y, and Z. But let me know. Hopefully they discount the P1 series and the A1 series heavily in the next couple months. That'll be a great time to jump onto the Bamboo Lab bandwagon and get yourself a 3D printer for cheap. We're also doing another giveaway in my community, this time for an A1 Mini combo instead of the A1 Mini. That giveaway will end towards the end of November. Also, we'll be giving away these gold texture PI sheets because I don't need them because I have the Cryo Grip build sheets. Also, a member of my community, I don't know if anybody has the blue Cryo Grip Pro sheets from Big Tree Tech, the blue ones that are Pro. One of my members of my community had terrible issues with it. I don't know if anybody has had any issues with those build plates or not. But Big Tree Tech is supposed to send me a sample of that one. It's been 2 weeks, I haven't gotten shit yet. So we'll wait and see what happens with those. I think the 5% discount code is almost done. So if you haven't yet used it, I will link it again in the description. I reached out to them to see if they would give me a bigger discount code. I'm looking for hopefully a 10% coupon code. So we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted if they ever respond to me. And yet another print failure. I get a lot of failures with this Grackit blue-green. This batch of blue-green that I got from Grackit has been fucking terrible. It's all the printers that I just showed you have these issues. Even the dragons that I print are very brittle. They're telling me that this was a normal batch and that it's an issue with my printing. That's bullshit because previous batches I bought thousands of rolls of these, had no issues. All of my gemstone dragons that I print with these, well, this is not blue-green, but all of the tails just break off. They snap off. It's so brittle. Can't find one right now, but this is our entire bin of broken ones. And so I've tried decreasing the temperature, decreasing the print speed, decreasing the fan speed. Doesn't work. I reached out to them to say, hey, this is a bad batch from what I previously received from you, and they basically just told me it was my fault. So this is my first bad experience with. I don't really want to badmouth them. Previously, they have had good batches. I just feel like as a customer who has bought thousands and thousands of rolls from them, that I haven't had issues in the past, and now I'm having issues with just that one batch of blue-green. That they wouldn't do anything like offer me free rolls or discounts on my future purchase. Nothing. They just kept saying it was my fault and that they tested it in their factory and everything was fine. And I'm like, bullshit. I have bins and bins full of these dragons that previously had no issues. Same settings, nothing changed. Even the eggs are having issues with them. So, all right, enough ranting from me. That's gonna do it for this video. I got some orders to pack. I gotta help out Evan with some orders. So, this is my shipping station. So, basically, I'll help Evan out printing printers from my computer, and then the shipping station is right here where he can print his own labels, and I'll print my labels over here. All right, so if you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them down below in the comments. I'll try to get to them. I will see you guys in the next video.